It's the 7th of August, 2025, and the time is 9:38 p.m. I haven't done a video in a while, so you've got to bear with me. There's a lot of people here that we're going to have to let go of. And everyone's tried the best they can. Do you understand? And we've just got to come to terms with that. And in my personal cases, it's always been to do with my children. My why has never changed. So everything I've done has always been for them. Because it's difficult when you know what has been, what is, and what is to come. And so I just did what I felt I didn't have any other choice. Because I don't need to go into details. I don't need to go into details because this will resonate with who it needs to resonate with. And when you've been in that world, you don't, it's very hard. It's very, very hard to get out. It's very hard. Alive. Because now you know all their secrets. And there's a lot of them. And they're all connected, and everyone's connected to everyone else. And so my cases before the King's Bench are not to hold anyone accountable as such, as per that material evidence. And as I say, it has entrapped them all. But it's just as a point, and that I can prove I was telling the truth from the start, and have done every day since for 5 years straight. And they had no right to take the boys. They've no right. All they did was lie, and all they've done since every day is lie. And you can prove it. not just as it pertains to my personal case, but as I say, every case, all the time, and then all of the bigger stuff as well. And so it just becomes ridiculous. Like, over time, when you know it at the start, and then you're literally doing this all day, every day, and you just see it, the patterns. And it just becomes so obvious. And it's not right to think you have the right to abuse women or children. And I'm not saying that I am not party to getting myself into that situation, because obviously I am, and I take that. Do you understand? Because I could have made different choices. I could have not gone there. I could have listened to so many people who tried to stop me, who tried to warn me, and I just didn't want to listen. I didn't, because how he got me was by basically interrogating me and then using all the information that I gave him to woo me, in a sense, back. Yeah? And I wasn't in a fit state. No one was in a fit state. And let's face it, yeah? You don't want to be finding your life partner when you're off your face. Because here's a clue. You're not going to pick the right one. You most certainly not. And it just happened that the night that I've met him, there was a series of circumstances that led to this night. And I was supposed to be going to Australia. I booked a ticket. It was non-refundable. I was going to take my son there. I was waiting for money to be deposited. It never came. I was waiting for months for it to arrive. It didn't arrive. And obviously, I couldn't go to Australia without money in my bank. So I lost the ticket. And anyway, so then my son went to his father's, and I ended up then getting contacted working on the door of this fetish nightclub, of all places. And the rest is history. And so, as I say, I could have made better choices. And I just had my love bankers on. I thought it was fate. He convinced me it was fate. But the reality was, he never loved me. I loved him like it was I'd met my true love on like through fate. I very quickly realised that it was a nightmare, and yeah. So I don't need to go into those details. I can. It's all documented anyway. As I say, I made all these videos back in 2020. I've documented it all in the evidence. I have been completely truthful, because you've got to be when you're doing something like this. And it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty at all. It was horrible for a long time. I was in a I was in a real dark place, and I have to take responsibility for my part to play in that. You understand? And I did that a long time ago. And but that does not mean that then means that being abused is acceptable, because it isn't. Whether that's um, physically, sexually, verbally, whatever, mentally, it was all of it. It was torture. And yeah, and from literally day dot, I was being told by everyone, don't do it, like, leave. Because obviously I met him one night, I didn't know him from Adam, and yeah, randoms were messaging me. In fact, and his ex, who went to prison over, so he's got a history of doing this, literally. And they intimidated her and got her out of the country, so she didn't witness. She didn't testify, so he didn't get the time he should have got. He only got 2 years, of which he served 9 months. And then the second he came out, he went and punched her in the face. So she was messaging me from day dot, and when I mean messaging, she was messaging me all the time. She was finding me on Facebook, on different social media platforms, on casting sites. I was on casting sites at the time, because I was doing all sorts of performance stuff, like I was doing adverts and stuff like that, and fire breathing at festivals and all of that kind of thing, as well as, you know, I was doing enterprise sales, because I'm just one of those kind of people that just goes, fuck it, I'll have a go. And anyway, she did that for 5 years straight. She was finding people I was tagged in photos with and messaging them as well, sending, conversations they'd had, stuff like that. Anyway, I don't want to go on about it, but for other people who may watch this, you'll understand what I'm saying about what that world is like and what individuals within that are like. And again, doesn't excuse the behaviour though, I'm afraid. Doesn't give you the right to fuck women up for fun. And there's the reality is I could sit around and ravel on for fucking, well, hours, days, in fact, with stories. But there's no need. And so, as I say, I went there because I didn't want it to happen to another one, having known that it happened to people before me, during me, and after me. And I just wanted it, like, on the record, like, and they lost their shit. And that's why I had to do what I've done with recording it all. get my kids back. I got messages from his friend's mum, like his oldest friend's mum, saying they should never be with him. They should be with you. Like literally everybody. And, you know, that's the consequences. That's the unseen consequences of getting yourself involved in a world that you, up until that point, you did not fully understand. And then you do. And then you do when you're the one on the receiving end of it. Boy, you very quickly learn. And when they're so highly connected, all the way up, it's these people get to do whatever they want. And it's always been up. And so what do I want? I just want my children back and my stuff back, and then I want to leave, honestly, because I don't think these people. I think what will happen will happen. I'm just going to say that, and I don't think we should stop it neither. My family, a lot of my family are dog shit, and they should probably take that chikungunya vaccine. That's all I'm going to say. And they deserve it, whatever happened. That's the reality. But we strive on. They've done literally everything they possibly can to stop. I mean, it is ludicrous the lengths these people have gone to try and shut me up. I mean, they tried to throw me in prison, but they couldn't because of my documents. She tried. It's because I outed a judge as a trafficker, so she come after me. Tried doing me for contempt. I said I wasn't going to attend her satanic court. That was my response. But it wasn't as pleasant as that, actually. It was more like, fuck off, you witch. So yeah, I'm not their biggest fan. And is that right? Have I said that right? But we'll get there. Do you know what I mean? I'm still working on my things. That's all I'm doing from my desk. That's all I do. So it's like, what are these people even talking about anymore? It's like, what are you slandering me? Like, get over it. I'm just, this is all I've done for 5 years, mate. Come on. Like, just chill. But they can't stand it. They're exposed. It's not my problem. I didn't do anything. I definitely didn't. I live stream 3 of my court hearings, even though that's technically contempt. I live streamed them and I told them I was going to do it beforehand as well.